everybody, this is Debbie from the Inspiration Station. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another video today for the Dining Around the World hop over at Ginger's Corner. And if you'd like to learn more about that, it is listed in the description below. There's a Facebook group that you can go to and join. You'll learn all about the hop and the giveaway. Ginger's doing a fabulous giveaway over there, but you have to be a member of the Facebook group to be a part of that. So just very quickly, this time for Around the World, Scrapbooking Around the World, the challenge is about dining around the world. And so there were 27 prompts, different foods from different countries. And we were able to choose whichever ones we wanted to do. So for today's layout, I chose a main dish, and it's from Ireland. And I can't pronounce it. Stabbach, maybe? If anybody speaks Irish, let me know if that's how it's pronounced, because I don't have a clue. Anyway, you can read the description about it's an Irish stew, and it says, for this layout, to earn your check for this meal, you must create a vacation layout using dark brown earthy colors to represent the stew and include mountains as embellishments. For an extra entry in Ireland, follow the rule of 3 and make 3 clusters. So that's where we're at today. So we're going to use vacation photos and rich, dark, earthy browns. All right. So my vacation photos are here. I have 4 photos from Utah when we went out for the Simple Stories Creative Retreat, and this is from Antelope Island State Park. Put those on there. I have these 4 photos, and I think I may end up doing a grid design. We'll see. To get started, I did start the base of the page. I found this really old paper from Daisy D's, and I really liked it, and so I matted it onto a really dark brown. This paper came from a very old hot buy pad. See, there's a glare on there. It's called Whiskey Barrel. There we go. No glare. It's really old. I don't know if it's even available anymore. Probably not. But anyway, I thought it gave a great texture to the foundation of the page. So that's going to go behind here. And I did gut the dark brown cardstock because I'm going to use that most likely as my mat for the photos to get that dark brown in there. So I've got that. Then I went through my supplies and I pulled a whole bunch of stuff. But I wanted to plan this out and get that mountain element on. So here is some mountains that I found on the Cricut design space. I cut 2 of them out of different browns, and I will go back and ink these before I put them on. But I think the way the page will end up, oops, get those up there. It will end up like this. This will go along the bottom, and that will give me the mountains. Okay, so I've got the browns and I got the mountains. So I've already met the criteria for the Ireland bill, but now I have to actually put it together. So I have gone through and found some things that I'm going to try to get in here. One of the things that I chose was from 49 and Market, this Nature Study chipboard word set. There were several in here that I thought would work really well. I've got wandering, loved this, friends, amazing. So a whole bunch of chipboard words that I can use. I also had from the same line, 49 and Market Vintage Artistry Nature Study, I have these rub-ons, and I really like them. I think maybe this Explore, possibly. I did cut off this little piece that said Wild and Beautiful, but it's awfully small, so I'm not sure if that'll make it on here. I'm leaning more towards one of the larger ones. And there are quite a few on here that might work. What else do I have? This, I dug through. This went deep in my stash. This is an old Jenny Bolin Studio rub-on. If you don't know who Jenny Bolin is, I'm not surprised, because this is probably from 20 years ago or more. I'm guessing like 2005 or so when these came out. And so I did cut out the month of September because that's when we were there, and I may use that on the page. I have this stamp from Stampers Anonymous and Tim Holtz. This is just a, it's just like little dots. It makes everything kind of look dirty. You see, I have my little scratch paper here that I tested the colors of ink on. So this is what it looks like. So it gives that speckled look. And I have it over here in a different color. I think I may use that just to add some more texture to the page. I really like this one. And then also from that Whiskey Barrel pad, I cut some embellishments that I may or may not use. But the last page on the pad has all of these like signs, I guess. And I cut a few of those out that I think, oops, might work. I've got those in here. I have Adventure and Freedom of the Outdoors. So I put all of that in there. I also have my Simple Stories Alpha sticker book, the Color Vibe Woods. So I don't know if I'll use these or not. I may or may not. I dug through other old stickers, more alphas, so I have a few other choices for the brown. My apologies for that quick jump in the editing. I had pulled out a whole bunch of other product that I thought I might use and didn't end up using, so I just cut the footage of that out since it didn't end up on the page anyway. But there was no way of making it a nice smooth transition. So here is where I tried to use this stickers tool, which I love for getting my words lined up, my stickers lined up, but these stickers are so old they didn't actually stick. So I ended up just laying them out on that piece of wax paper that's up there while I stamped out. This is Distress Oxide in Ground Espresso, trying to get some of that texture onto the background. And then I switched over to Vintage Photo Distress Oxide to give it a little variation in color. Vintage Photos has a little bit more orange to it, so it's a little bit warmer of a color. So I added a little bit of that on, and then I will be putting the page together. You'll see over there on the right I have the pieces that I plan on putting down. I decided not to center my photos. I like them off to the left like that. It gives me a place to make my title and embellishments in sort of a column form down the right hand side. It's just something a little different for me. Here we go. I finished the layout, and I've got to say that it took a complete turn from what I had originally planned. That happens sometimes, I guess. I am normally a very clean, linear scrapper, so this is a departure for me, and it's probably the dirtiest looking page that I have made in ages. I don't do antique-y, vintage-y type stuff generally, but with the prompt of using dark browns, one thing led to another. So I ended up, some of the things that I did use the rub-ons from 49 and Market in a couple of places. I have to say that unfortunately those Jenny Boland rub-ons that I had didn't work. They didn't work on this paper anyway. I tested them on a piece of regular smooth cardstock and I didn't have any trouble, but when I tried to put them onto the craft, it just didn't work. They didn't stick down. But I did notice that I had difficulty even with the 49 and Market ones on craft paper. So I think it has more to do with the surface than the rub-on themselves. However, I did find something just as old as those Jenny Boland, and these are rub-ons from Autumn Leaves, if anybody remembers them. And I'm guessing that they were from probably close to the year 2000, because if you look down here at the dates that are included in the package, they start at 1999. So I'm thinking these probably came out in maybe 2000. I did not have, obviously, 2024, but I did take a 20, a 2, and a 4, and I pieced them together down here to make the 2024. So that worked. Some of the things that I added or changed, I did find another speckle type stamp or splot stamp. I don't know where it came from, but I did use it for these bigger splotches. I felt that the grid in the center was just too blocky for the dirty page, so I did tear some paper and just tuck it underneath. And the same thing down here. This was a very clean square with the words underneath, and they're a clean font. So I just tore a little piece of paper and tucked it under there, and I think it helped. It helped bring it all together. So anyway, it was fun. Like I said, it's out of my comfort zone, but I did enjoy it, and I hope you like it too. So thank you for joining me today. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you do more distressed type scrapbooking, or are you more clean and simple? Do you use a lot of layers? I'm always interested to hear what people do. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I would appreciate that. And the next video, I think my next one will be, I have to look and see. Where is it? Oh, my next one's going to be a sports page, and it's going to be based on a breakfast food. So that'll be interesting. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.